Hey everyone, what is going on? And welcome back to another video. Today is not a catching guide or a location guide. I wanted to show you how you could easily solo tier 5 and 6 raids and possibly tier 7 with the Charizard. I don't know about that. We'll have to see when Charizard comes out. Now this is not my strategy. I will leave a link in the description down below to the trainer that came up with this strategy. And we're going to go over the stats after I do the raid. But I am using Iron Hands, the Paradox version of Hariyama, and it's totally worth it. The investment's worth it. If you have Scarlet, you can only catch it in Violet, but maybe you could trade someone for it because it's totally worth it. But anyway, we're going up against, this is going to be an easy one because we're battling a rock version of Gothitelle. You cannot solo it if you're going up against a ghost type. I have beaten fairy types with my fighting moves. I've beaten poison types. You cannot beat ghost types though because ghost is immune to fighting. So basically let's go ahead and go for the belly drum. Just want to go ahead and set this up. We're going to cut our attack, but it's totally worth it because we're going to max it out. We're not going to cut the attack. We're going to cut the HP and max out the attack. Again, totally worth it. That Psychic actually does a lot, so that is a little bit scary. But we're going to be able to get all of our health back with Drain Punch. Look how much damage that did. This is a tier 5. This is a tier 5, ladies and gentlemen, and look how much damage that did. Holy cow. Now, we would have been able to finish off the Gothitelle next turn if they didn't put up shields. Of course they do, obviously, right? But, so Gothitelle is going to go ahead and put up a shield. Now, it's going to be more difficult to knock out, but that is okay. Now, maybe I should have thrown the close combat instead of the belly drum. I threw the belly drum to get my health back, but the close combat, I wonder if that would have just KO'd it, or it would have come very close. But either way, that's okay. Now we're just going to throw the Drain Punch attacks, and we're going to get as much damage back as possible. It's not going to give us too much because they have a shield, and we're not doing a lot because of that. But it's better than nothing. Unfortunately, Gothitelle is setting up with Calm Mind. So again, that's a little bit scary. Status effects are a little bit scary as well because if you get paralyzed, you get put to sleep. They might be able to knock you out. And as you can see, Gothitelle going to be able to use another Calm Mind. So I'm like, oh, am I going to be able to beat this? So, another Psychic will KO me. But Gothitelle is not going to be throwing any more Psychics for some reason. They're going to throw Thunder Punch, which is good. Or not Thunder Punch, but Thunderbolt, which is good for me. But even if we got knocked out, we would have lost some time. It may have been a little bit difficult if we knocked out. Sometimes you might lose, but that's okay. The majority of them we won. I've never lost a 5 or 6 star raid with this. Except for a ghost when I went into the raid not realizing it was a ghost type because it wasn't a ghost Pokemon, but it had the Terra type and I wasn't paying attention to it. And obviously I couldn't do anything because my fighting types are not going to do anything. I could only throw Wild Charge. That's the only time I ever lost. This one came close. If the Gothitelle threw another Psychic, I probably would have lost. Certainly would have gotten KO'd, which would have caused the timer to go down. But no, I mean, it's very easy. It's totally worth the investment. As I mentioned earlier in the video, I'll go over the stats after the video. And yeah, as you can see, the Gothitelle is getting low. We're going to go for another Drain Punch. The shield is almost gone. Or the Protect, whatever it is. The Protect Shield, I guess it's called. So Gothitelle going to go ahead and throw another Thunderbolt. That's totally fine. It's not very effective. We're able to take the Thunderbolt. Yeah, the Calm Mind boost, definitely scary if the Gothitelle threw the Psychic, but because it didn't, we're going to be able to take this one. And you can see how it works, right? You can see how it works. And I believe that's the end of the shield. No, another Thunderbolt coming out. Still going after my Iron Hands. And there we go. The shield is gone now, and now we could just safely throw all of our attacks, and we're going to be able to KO this Gothitelle. So there we go. Gothitelle defeated. Single player, if you don't have Nintendo Online, this is a great way to be able to farm these raids. Again, we don't know if it's going to work on 7-star Charizard raids because we haven't had a 7-star raid yet, but 5 and 6, as long as they're not ghost types, you're looking pretty good. As I mentioned, I've beaten fairy types by going Drain Punch. No Herba Mystica. I rarely get those out of all the raids I've done, believe it or not, but that's okay. We're going to be able to win this one. First try. I mean, granted, it was a rock type, so it was easier because the fighting type damage is super effective, but still, we're going to be able to take this, and I'm going to go ahead and go into my box and show you what I did. So the Iron Hands is going to have, here, I'll show you right now. So Iron Hands, level 100. You definitely want to get it to level 100. So we have the Boosted Energy, which is an amazing held item. Definitely recommend picking up that held item. We have the Terra-type Electric. You could have a fighting one. I just went with whatever. And I have max HP, max attack, and then the rest in special defense. So basically I gave it 26 in HP, 26 vitamins in attack, and then the remaining vitamin in special defense. We got a mild nature. I used a mint to give it adamant, and I also hyper trained every stat besides special attack. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this one. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.